What's kicking you guys? Welcome to the very first episode of Football Ultras. We're all geared up for what should be an epic journey from here on. Together, we will talk anything and everything about football. Because as our tagline suggests, we do it with balls. My name is Pranjal.
And I'm Dhawal.
I've been a die-hard Rossoneri fan for a long time, and as far as I remember, this guy has been a big Bianconeri supporter. Which means right now he has all the bragging rights.
Yep, not a good time to be a Rossoneri.
Couldn't disagree more. All right, let's go directly to the meat of things. International break is going on, and we don't like it at all, right? We hate it.
Nope.
We hate it. But it's World Cup qualifiers, and Cristiano Ronaldo scored some spectacular goals on Saturday, right?
Yep, my man.
So I guess it's not that much, right? But today we'll be talking the ugly side of international break. Yes, you guys guessed it. It's the freaking injuries, and we absolutely hate it.
Yep.
This there Riush guy, Milik guy, what's his first?
Arkadiusz Milik?
Whatever the first name is, I always struggle with that. The second Polish soccer player that we all know after Lewandowski. Well, he was setting Serie A on fire, and he was making sure that El Pepita was not missed at all at Napoli. But there it is, it happened again. International break happened to him. And he suffered to a horrible injury which will keep him out for at least 4 months. He's torn his ACL. What do you think about it, though? What do you think this injury means to Napoli?
Yeah, I think Milik has been the most important piece in Napoli's attack. Considering how good he has been in holding the ball up front due to his strength and his capabilities in air are phenomenal.
Great.
Napoli will definitely miss that up front. I think the option Maurizio Sarri could opt for now is to have Jose Callejon play in as a false nine or a center forward, flanked on both sides by Insigne or and Reece Mertens. They're
Hmm.
both exceptionally good on
Great
their weak
players.
foot. Yeah, they're both exceptionally good on their weak foot, and they can actually play on either flank. So um, they have used this tactic this season,
True.
but I don't think they have started any game with the front three of Callejon, Insigne, and Mertens. It's always been Milik who has been subbed off by either one. Um, Another option that Sari has is with Manolo Gabbiadini, and he has been poor. He has been disappointing to an extent that if I were the coach of Napoli, I would never start that person ever again. Um,
Why? You are
he
mean to him, man.
he has been a disaster. He has wasted so many opportunities. He spends so much time on the ball. The smooth passing which we see with Mertens, Milik, Callahan,
Oh, those three good.
it's yeah, it's just not there with Gabbiadini. And by the way, Napoli has been on fire. Like they're scoring goals left, right, and center, and
True.
it's all due to Mertens, Milik, and Callahan, their front three.
Yeah, man. Remember how
So,
they just trashed Benfica? That was
oh my God,
nuts.
that was
Yeah.
amazing.
Four
That
goals in
was
fun, one half. That was
Yep,
crazy.
yep, yeah. And yeah, Mertens was exceptionally good. I just don't think that Gabbiadini would provide any
Um,
good support
I
to
agree.
Mertens. The other option, which I've been listening to and been reading on the internet, is about Napoli bringing in a player who is already out of contract. So the names of Dani Osvaldo, Adebayor have been floating around, but I don't see that as a possibility either. And
Gosh.
they've been talking about Berbatov. Those guys are
Come
too old.
on,
Those guys
Berbatov.
are too old. They don't have the legs to
Yeah.
match Insigne and Dries Mertens. They just yeah. If they were to bring someone like him in, I can totally see Mertens and Insigne in the final third, and Burba struggling to even move at the half line. So
Ah,
I don't.
well,
Yeah.
all right.
So yeah, I mean I think it's a big loss for Napoli, and especially considering that their their next few weeks are extremely important for the Serie A standings because the next game they play is against Roma, and then a week after, or 2 weeks after, they're playing Juve
Oh, yeah.
At Juventus Stadium. So it could be a huge thing for Napoli.
Definitely gonna miss Milik for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Champions League doesn't seem to be a bother for them because they have Dinamo Kiev, Benfica, and Besiktas, and although they're good teams in their respective leagues, no disrespect to the individual teams, but I don't see them overpowering
Yeah,
Napoli at
they're
any point.
already in a good spot, right? They have
Yeah,
6 points of 2 games, which is great. They've scored a lot of goals. Look good. They played against Benfica, which probably is the second most
yeah,
qualified team, I'd say, or most
yeah,
likely to qualify.
yeah. Uh,
Right.
oh well,
Well,
moving on. So, did you see what Manuel Neuer did yesterday against Czech Republic?
yeah,
He was having he was having a fantastic game. He was totally relaxed, but at one point of the game, he also did this.
well, he did it again, I guess. This guy is he's given us some of the most memorable moments in football, all the good ones, and then he has his own share of bloopers as well. And this one maybe tops it all, maybe not.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he's not really used to picking the ball out of the back of the nets. He's still learning that.
Yeah.
But Um, although this was just for the blooper reel, the habit seems to be getting old with modern day goalkeepers. Ter Stegen did that crazy dribble and pass to score a goal in his own net,
Oh yeah.
and then we had Claudio Bravo trying to break Rooney's legs. What's your take on the modern day goalkeeper trying to be an outfield player?
Well, this is something very interesting, and I've seen this specifically growing a lot in teams like Germany. And Germany has been very actively propagating this kind of goalkeeping. And also, I've seen this trend to flourish in teams like Barcelona, where they
Hmm.
have a certain philosophy. They like to play high pressure, high pressing
Yeah,
game, and also try to keep a lot of possession. And
yeah,
especially when they're playing such high pressure game, they tend to have a high line. And
hmm,
in order to compensate that area behind, the goalkeepers tend to hang out a lot of time outside. Teams like Bayern Munich do that too,
yeah,
and it's very interesting. And I don't have any objections with this philosophy. I think it's a great way to utilize your goalkeeper. And there are
hmm.
people. I mean, I've seen Ter Stegen in practice, and this guy has some mean dribbling skills, right? He does some.
He totally does. I mean, I think that one video with the F2
Yeah.
freestylers, I mean, he was insane.
Absolutely. So the point is that he has the ability and he's good with ball and he can give that incisive pass that can change the pace of the attack immediately. And especially when you have counter-attacking fast players up front, it
Hmm.
can turn into an asset. But this always exposes you and the goalkeeper under a lot of pressure because he'd be dealing with some world-class strikers and they trying to outsmart them, trying to outdribble them, trying to keep the ball too much can always
Exactly.
it can turn out to be costly. And we've seen
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
what
at the end of the day, I mean, is it worth the risk? Like, is it worth the risk of a goal? I mean, you can see that when your team is up by like 5 goals, but at that point, it's just being cocky. I mean, it just goes against the
yeah, agreed. They
sporting behavior that a player is supposed to maintain. So we never know.
Yeah, it's interesting, and these guys are actually to the point. They're confident, but they're to the point of being arrogant and cocky. And somehow this trend does not seem to settle because the German team and even the Barcelona coach and everyone they seem to encourage this. And Pep Guardiola was encouraging towards Bravo,
Yeah.
and they kind to I think they are going on with this philosophy. They want their goalkeepers to play like this. I mean, just see how crazy Guardiola was to get Bravo. He was not ready
Oh
to
yeah.
work with Joe Hart at all, And
He was relentless.
and that speaks volume because that shows that the kind of importance that they keep in this kind of goalkeeping, this whole new idea of philosophy of goalkeeping, that he had to go out and just at the end of the transfer window just grab Bravo from Barcelona.
That's
Interesting time. That's I'd be happy to see.
interesting. Yeah, definitely. Oh well. All right, guys. This brings us to the end of the episode. We hope you enjoyed our banter, and we now hope to see your banter in the comment section below. Let us know what you guys think about the Milik situation at Napoli and how this affects the dynamics of Serie A in terms of league leaders and also on the modern day goalkeeper. What's your take on that?
Yeah.
This is us signing off, Football Ultras. Thanks.
Ciao, guys. Let us know what you think about this video.